Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Fit and Flourishing podcast. Today, we are doing a Mindset Monday and a Mindset Minute. This is going to be longer than a minute, but that's okay. I'm just going to call it a Mindset Minute because it's going to be short, quick, to the point, and something that you can take with you for the rest of your day and the rest of your week. Today, I want to talk about not making decisions while you're desperate or not making decisions out of desperation. The reason why we don't want to make decisions when we're desperate is because we often focus more on the result than the substance of the decision that we're making or even the consequences of the decision that we're making. A few things come to mind when I think about this. Number one, I think about relationships. I think about people who so desperately want to be married that any man is a good man or any woman is a good woman. We often then find that, yes, the image is great. They're married, they look good, they're posting photos on social media, and then come to find out because they got married out of desperation or they got into a relationship out of desperation, they did not properly vet the substance of that decision or the substance of that person. Another thing that comes to mind is weight loss. I think about people who are so desperate to lose weight that they hop on some really strong meds, and there's a time and a place. You guys know my thoughts on Ozempic. But they don't think about the consequences that come with that. They don't think about the long-term effects that come with that decision. And because they're so desperate to just feel good, to just feel normal, they do things that do not necessarily benefit them in the long run. The same thing can also be said for those who are really, desperate to put on muscle. These people end up doing things like steroids or performance-enhancing drugs just to feel like their hard work is being put to use because they're so desperate to look better. They're so desperate to feel this certain way, to have this muscle growth. They're so desperate to see results quickly at that. The last example I'm going to share with you is actually an example from my own life, which is as an entrepreneur, one of the things that I had to learn to do is to not accept clients out of desperation. They end up being headaches in the long run. So if I'm so desperate just for money and I'll take anybody and take anybody's BS and anybody's poor behavior and anybody's poor conduct or lack of effort, long term, it usually ends up not working out well for either of us. I'm stressed out. I end up feeling like the money was not worth it. And it's not a good experience for the client either. So we really don't want to make decisions out of desperation, like moving to another state or moving to another country or moving to another place just because we feel like we are desperate. The truth is that there are always options. I have a video on my YouTube channel about how we have options. If you're not following me on YouTube, it's Joanna Joy with an I on YouTube. So let's make sure that this week that we're not doing anything because we feel hopeless or out of desperation. Make sure that we're weighing the consequences and counting the cost of the decision that we're making. Some decisions can be made rush, but some cannot, and some need proper evaluation. So don't do anything out of desperation and do everything with a clear conscience and a clear mind and a clear heart and a clear decision-making abilities so that you do not regret your decision in the long run. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this short, quick episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.